Welcome to the newest episode of Go Fort Smith, brought to you by Silver Dollar City. I'm your host, Sydney Brooks. Today we will take a journey through time with generations of local car salesmen at Rhodes Chevrolet in Van Buren. We'll find out their secret to serving customers for more than 85 years.
We've been in this business over 85 years. It's all been in the family, passed on from my grandfather to my father and now myself. We love to see our customers happy. We're all about service, customer service. That's our number one thing.
It's about being treated like you're not just a customer. You know, we certainly as employees, we get along more than just coworkers. You know, for me, I grew up here. You know, I've been running around these halls and these walls since I was able to walk. And so to, you know, for like Harold, our parts manager who's been here for 40 years, or Paul, our salesman who's been here for 25 years, they've seen me grow up and I've known them the whole time. So it's kind of surreal, honestly, to go from learning from them and cutting up with them, and I'm sure I was just a pain in the neck, you know, making their jobs hard, to where now we get to work side by side, and to have that level of comfort established and that level of friendliness and just openness. We try to bring the same thing to our customers so that when they come over, it's not, oh gosh, gotta go to the dealership. Oh man, no, I gotta go talk to Paul. Don't worry about it, I'm gonna go see Jeff and he'll take care of everything. You know, we want customers to feel like, you know, when they come to needing something, whether it's a problem with their vehicle or it's time for that service or they're looking for another one, there's no doubt in their mind. Rhodes Chevrolet is the first thing that comes to mind.
The first 6 years I was just in the parts department, and the parts manager left, the guy that hired me. And so I took over, met with Mr. Neal and his dad, and took over after I'd been here about 6.5 years. So about 86 or 87 is when I took over as parts manager. And gosh, everything has changed. I mean, everything was manually done back then, and now everything's electronically done. It's just the whole world's different than what it was when I took over. I mean, just everything's different. People are different, and the cars are different. The world's different than it was back when I took over.
We have a good dealership, a hometown feel here at Rhodes. We have a lot of people that you'll know when you come in. People that's been here for many, many years. Made friends with all these guys, and they're like family here, and we try to treat you that way when you come in as well. We have an awesome service department that makes my job much easier. So when you come in and you check with the guys in service, you're going to see that it does feel like a family type atmosphere.
The main thing that a customer could expect when they come into the service department is that we try our best to not only be friendly, but to listen, make sure that we understand what the concern is for the vehicle, and then to repair it right the first time.
As a kid, I was always told, you know, you're gonna grow up and you get the opportunity to do this one day. I always was like the angsty kid who didn't want any part of it. You know, no way, I'm never gonna be a car dealer. And it was when I became an adult and got out of college and really didn't know what I wanted to do that I realized that this is really what I wanted to do the whole time. You know, I was just in denial about the inevitable childhood misgivings and growing out of that. So. No, I didn't always know that this is what I wanted to do, but you know, now that I'm here every day and I get to come to work with my dad and see my grandpa and my brothers here at work, it's really special, and I'm really glad that I did.
So another great thing about Rhodes is that it's been here for over 9 decades. The fact that my grandfather bought service vehicles here, my parents buy service vehicles here, and that was before I even knew anything about Rhodes Chevrolet.
Since 1934, the world has changed over and over again. I mean, it's cool to look back at like the black and white photos of, you know, big, bulky, massive old Chevrolet cars that, and the technicians wearing white lab coats and the old outfits. It's funny because there were still a ton of people riding horses. You know, around town there were horse posts and stuff, and to think like, wow, my great-grandpa was selling people cars back then. But you know, we've always made the necessary changes, but we've never changed the concept and the principle of taking care of people. And so that's the reputation that has outlasted these 4 generations, these decades of us being open. Is, you know, even though there's been every change imaginable to technology, we've always been there to step it up and always keep the customer at the center of it. And, you know, even recently with, you know, when I was a kid, they were still doing pen and paper invoices, and, you know, now we have cutting edge technology. We have computer programs that allow us to keep in touch with our customers, take excellent notes about all their needs and wants, and so that when that customer comes in, it's not just the reputation, but we have the tools to give them exactly what they're looking for.